Hello and welcome to my video then for a few watches that I've got and a new one that arrived today. Recently I've been a bit of a fan of Casio and some of these are on display here today. The Casio is an interesting brand, obviously you'll know it from electronics and such like, but they do a brand with the Wave Scepter and the Lineage, the Oceanus also. The main thing with the Casio that first attracted me with this was the atomic clock reading radio receiver, which basically means that it syncs up to the atomic clock. So let's bring this old 20-year-old or 15-year-old digital in, which is relatively thick and slab-sided, but it every night syncs up to the atomic clock. This one synced up last night, 28th of the 10th at 3 minutes past 3. So just sits on the side, gives perfect time keeping every night, syncs up. Really nice little watch that. Put it on a silicon strap and it just sits on the side reading as a reference for perfect time. So then after that came the Casio Lineage, which I got from a recommendation after Ben's Watch Club reviewed it. And I thought, wow, this is a nice watch. And it's full titanium. It's really light. It's sized up 6 3/4 inch wrist, and it weighs about 64 grams from that. And this watch really does the bizzo. It is a solar watch, and it charges up and basically tells you the battery life, and always remains on the high setting. It also reads the atomic clock every night as well. This one here, let's just try and get this one on. So 3 minutes past 2, and it's an Annie digital, nice lume, extremely light, nice for a relatively small wrist, and all in all a particularly nice watch. Not a lot of money. That had to come from the JDM, Japanese domestic market, and you've got to wait a couple of weeks for it, but sapphire glass as well, and all in all a nice watch with lots of different functions. The thing I like about this is it beeps every hour, so you know exactly when the hour's just to change, so that's a nice little watch. Then we went a bit more expensive with the Casio Oceanus S100 1AGF, I think it is. Again, full titanium, nice build quality. This one you'll find lots of reviews out and on there from Nick Shabazz and a few other people, and all in all that's a nice watch which has nice wearability, nice and light. Again, a little bit heavier. The clasp is a better grade of clasp on this one. Let's just pop that off, so you get a better build quality on the bracelet. Like that a lot. And again, another JDM, but they are available globally. You just got to keep your eyes peeled for them, but that one does attract the import duty taxes. But again, solar and radio, syncs up to the clock every night. And also when you twiddle out the dial, the crown I should say, round the dial, it's too small to see here, but you've got about 27 different time zones, and it'll automatically move the hands. Let's just show you because it's pretty cool. So let's just move it back a bit. The hands move independently to set you up with the time, and then London, which is just off the 12 o'clock position, takes you to the exact time, and everything. And it also goes into sleep mode as well, which is quite nice. So does the other one, the Casio Lineage. That's a nice watch. Won't be going anywhere soon. And then of course, you know, with the bug of watches in comes an advert for this, which is a rare beast. This is the OC103. Never seen one of these before advertised. And this is stainless steel. It's quite a heavy watch. It's about, must be over 150 odd grams. And the bracelet is pretty heavy as well. And it's just a standard quartz watch, but it does have an alarm hand, which you can see pointing at the 8 o'clock there, and it's just on the hour. So when the hour hand catches up with it, the alarm will sound. Little button there, let's get that right, that you pull out to set the alarm, and that you press in to cancel the alarm. Then the crown moves the hands, and the loom is great on it as well. It's only 10mm thick. It does have a very nice domed hardened mineral glass, which makes the face look a bit bigger. So it's about 39mm in diameter, about 43 including the crown, and it does have a framed date window in white. It's also screw down crown, which is 100 meters of water resistance. So just ticking along there nicely. Quartz watch. The finish on the back is quite nice as well. It's nicely, so we can get a bit closer in there, nicely polished. I hadn't seen any other videos for this 103, OC103, so I thought I'd make one just to, in case you want to look it up. So the lugs on this, the watch is actually quite small. It's about 41-42mm in lug to lug, but the bracelet is part of the watch. So again, the bracelet hangs at about 50, but my 6 3/4 wrist wears this really nicely actually. Just arrived today. What attracted me was the domed not crystal, lens hardened mineral glass, I should say, whatever it is. Sorry, stuck for words there. Right, let's just keep spinning it around so you can see what it is. The clasp has got a safety. Let's just maneuver that round. Excuse my poor video ability, but it's a bit better than your average clasp. So a safety, which is pretty stiff, but don't mind that. And then stamped clasp there, innards, and 3 micro adjust, which measure just a bit smaller than one of the links. So I've had to remove a few of the links of that. But the case itself is brushed. And brushed around the top. And the bracelet is adjusted by collars, so it's just, sorry, not collars, pins. Just push the pins out. There's no collars involved in the bracelet. It was pretty easy to do actually. It didn't take me that long at all to knock them out. A bit easier than the Oceanus, which is pin and collar, which was, being a more expensive watch and titanium, was a bit of a faff. But so with one of these, you're talking about, you know, a bit of a decent job to get those links out, but again, it's nothing too much. Just got to be careful you don't lose the collars. So anything else interesting? So loom's nice, heavyish watch, wears nicely. Let's just slip it on a second just to show you. That's a smaller Seiko 538mm diameter, that one. Again, flip that up open. So 6 3/4 inch wrist. I shan't repeat that again, but I think that looks pretty nice. OC103 comes with a nice box as well, standard Oceanus box. Instructions downloadable from Casio's website, and there's no fume or sunburst on the dial. It's just a deep black. There's a nice chapter ring around the outside. I don't think that's loomed, but certainly that markers, the indices, and the numerals 12, 9 and 6 are nicely loomed as well, and all in all producing quite a nice watch. Rare and not available that often, but if you get the chance, I'd advise you to pick one up. Nice bit of kit. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.